What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So I get a lot of comments on my rugged phone videos, especially the Unihertz one, the 8849 videos. And in this video, I want to answer a lot of those questions. People asking about video out, what operating system is running, what security patches is running, my thoughts about some of these devices, which device has a projector, what device that doesn't have a projector. Well, in this video, I got it all laid out on the table here, and I want to go over my Unihertz rugged devices, and I want to go over my thought process about these devices, and I want to talk about the video out, video in, and everything else in between about these devices. So let's have some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So I get a lot of comments about my Unihertz devices, right? My rugged devices, and they want to know what operating system is running, what security patches is running, my thought process, which ones got video out and stuff like that. So as you can see on my table, I have a bunch of Unihertz 8849 rugged devices, all right? And I have the Tank pad. Now I have some of the, I just pretty much got all of them except the Titan 2. I do not have the Titan 2, but let's put this in order. We got the Tank 1, Tank 2, Tank 2 Pro, Tank 3, Tank 3S, Tank 3 Pro, Tank 4 Pro, the latest device that just came out, and I have the Shark 3, also the latest device that just came out. I have the Tank pad, and over here I got the original Titan. I got the Titan, what I have here, I got the Titan Pocket, I have the Titan Slim, and I have the Tank Mini, okay? Which is really nice, right? I like the Tank Mini. But let's go over it, right? So the Tank 1, here is on Android 12, okay, with 2022 security patches. It's no more updates for this device. Actually, I don't think I ever received an update for this device, but no updates for this device. It says up to date. So this device hasn't been updated since 2022, and it's on Android 12. This is going to be the OG. That's the number one. Okay, so the Tank 2, right, right here. And let's go on and see what we run in here. Okay, we run in Android 13 with June 5th, 2023 security patch. And again, this device haven't received updates in a while, right? Since 2023. But it does have May 1st, 2024 system patches, right? So yes, you can check for updates to see if you got any updates. Updates are temporarily unavailable at this time. Okay. Don't know what's going on there, but it's telling me updates is temporarily unavailable. So it may can't find the server. I am on, make sure I'm on Wi-Fi. Yes, I am connected to Wi-Fi, so that's not an issue. Don't know what's going on with that. But this device does have a rangefinder on it, does not have the projector. Okay. Now, when we get into the Tank 2 Pro, that's when we get the projector. Okay, so we got the projector on the Tank 2 Pro, and let's see what we run in here. Okay, we're gonna check for system updates. I will do this with every device. All right, and we are running Android 14 with 2024 security patch and August 1st, 2024 Play Store system update. Okay, so that's on Android 14, which we on Android 15, about to go on Android 16. So it's almost 2 operating systems behind, but it's on Android 14. Okay, and we have the Tank 3. Okay, we got the Tank 3. Okay, and we run it Android 13 on the Tank 3. The Tank 2, right? The Tank 2 Pro is running Android 14, but I'm running Android 13 on the Tank 3. Now, I believe a lot of y'all guys was telling me that y'all version of the Tank 3, I believe, have Android 14, but I have not received any updates for my Tank 3. Let's go back here. Let's see. Let's go on and search for an update here. We go check for updates. No updates. Okay. So again, and I'm connected to Wi-Fi on all my devices, this so y'all know. But yes, this is running Android 13. Don't know what's going on here. All right, so I got the Tank 3S. Okay, Tank 3S, and the Tank, let's go back to the Tank 3 has a rangefinder. Now it was funny that the Tank 2 Pro came out with the projector, and the Tank 3 went back to the rangefinder, just like with the Tank 2. So the Tank 2 rangefinder, Tank 3 rangefinder, the Pros have the projector. But because we got the Tank 3S projector. So it's all out of whack. So the Tank 3S is running. Let's go on and see, do a system update. Why I'm on this here, current up to date. Okay. And we are Android 13 on here with 2023 security patches on the Tank 3S. Okay. And the Tank 3 Pro, right? The Tank 3 Pro has also a projector. Okay. And the Tank 3 Pro is running Android 13 with October 2023 security patches, just like all the rest of them. It's funny that the Tank 2 Pro is running, 2024 stuff, but the Tank 3S or the Tank 3 Pro is running 2023 security patches. Just don't understand. Android 13. Okay, so let's go on to try a system update while I'm here. Okay. And yeah, so I'm not getting no more updates here. And I know a lot of people are saying that they Tank 3 Pros have Android 14 on it, but my Tank 3 Pro does not have Android 14 on it. So I just want y'all guys to know that, yeah, we still on Android 13. All right, so this is the new kid on the block. This is going to be the Tank 4 Pro. Okay, now it's strange because they did not come out with a Tank 4. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you where Unihertz came out with a Tank 4, but they called it another name, which we gonna get into it in a minute. Tank 4 Pro got the projector, okay, and the Tank 4 Pro, we are on Android 14 with November 2024 security patches. All right, this is gonna be the Shark 3. Okay, and earlier I mentioned that 8849 came out with a Tank 4 Pro, but did not come out with a Tank 4. I believe that the Shark 3 is the Tank 4. I'm gonna tell you why. First, no projector. Second, when we look at the model numbers, here between the Tank 4 Pro and the Tank 4, it's the same model number. So we got the same model number here on both devices, OB-A98. So the Shark 3 and the Tank 4 Pro is the same model. The only difference is it does not have a projector, but it's the same phone. So I believe that even though this is called the Shark 3, I believe this is the Tank 4 and this is the Tank 4 Pro because one don't have a projector, the other one does. So this is my theory. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. They probably, Unihertz probably going to let me know, hey, I got a software update. Okay, so we got a software update here on the Shark 3. I'm going to go ahead and let that run, and I'm going to go to the next devices. All right, so here is the OG Titan Slim. And I mean the regular Titan. And this device right here is running Android 10. And there's no updates for this device. I haven't received updates for this device in a long time. So just so you know that this device does not have no updates. Now they have the new Titan out, the Titan 2, but this device is on Android 10, right? The original Titan with no more updates. December 2022 was the last update, security patch, and stuff like that. So this is the OG on Android 10. Now we have the Pocket, which is one of my favorite. I love the compact size, right? Now the Pocket, again, we're not going to get no software updates here. Okay, this is our Android 11. So we got Android 10, Android 11. We're gonna check for updates. Now the Shark looked like it just finished doing its updates. So let me get back into this one and let's see. Okay, so it's finishing updates. Okay, all right. So we got an update. Wow, update on an 8849 device. That is crazy. Okay, so let's go back in. And Android 14, 2024 security patch. But that update was a bug fix. But we didn't get anything new here. Maybe some bug fixes, but we got Android 14 on that one. All right, so this one here is on Android 11, okay, with no updates at all. So this is going to be stuck at Android 11 with 2022 security patches. Now, mind you, this is 2025, by the way, okay? Now we have the Slim, again, one of my favorite phones, and the Slim, right here, we're going to see any updates. Okay, and I believe this device is also running Android 11. Okay, so this device is running Android 11 with August 5th, 2022 security patches. So this is very, very outdated. All right, so we're getting into the Tank Mini, right? Another device that I really like. I mean, I did a review on this device last year. I believe this is a 2024 device that came out last year. So we got that one, and this device is going to be running Android 13, okay, with 2023 security patches, and we will also check for updates. All these devices is running on Wi-Fi right now, so I want to check for updates as I'm doing this in real time. So they say software is up to date. So yes, the Tank Mini is 2023 with, and Android 13. All right, so let's talk about the big dog. Big dog. This is going to be Tank Pad. And actually, I'm using the Tank Pad as my daily driver for tablets. It's a fast, awesome, just mind-blowing tablet, right? Because it's fast, it's fluid. I mean, this thing is good. Plus, I got my SIM card in here. I can make phone calls, by the way. I made a whole video about making phone calls and stuff here on this device. I don't want to click on the telephone thing. But let's talk about it. Android 14. Right, and I'm using, I got the RAM expansion on here, which have all the RAM and everything. So I'm on Android 14. So yes, Android 14, and it has an old security patch on the 2024, just so you know. So let's talk about another question you guys may ask, right? That we talked about the devices itself. We also talk about devices that has a projector, that doesn't have the projector. The Pro devices has a projector, except the 3S does have a projector. All the rest of them going to have rangefinders. Okay, so the next question you guys asked me was, do any of these devices besides these two devices, right, has video out? Okay. That's a question that I got from you guys, and I want to go it on and show you guys that there's only two out of this bunch. There's only two out of this bunch that has video out, and that's going to be the Tank 4 and the Shark 3. Okay, and let's go to here. Let me get a monitor. Okay, I got a monitor. I'm gonna put the monitor right here. And I have the Tank 4 Pro. Okay, I got the Tank 4 Pro here. And I want to show you guys that you have video out using USB Type-C. And not only that you could use video out with USB Type-C, one of the things that I showcased in one of my other videos is that you could use the projector and the video out at the same time, which is absolutely awesome. So let's say if you want to watch a YouTube video, right? And if you want to watch a YouTube video, you are good to go. And boom. Okay, as you can see. So yes, but let me demonstrate because I want y'all guys to see this, right? As I'm turning on the projector, it's still got video out, which is absolutely just great. And it works very, very well. And now I have the projector on, as you can see. Okay, I got the projector on, and I have video out at the same time. So this is a very, very good stuff. And look, one of the things that a question you guys may ask is, what would you do in this scenario, right? You can run a line out to a monitor that accepts USB Type-C, or you could do a conversion from USB Type-C to HDMI. And you could have this on a bigger screen, or you could use wireless HDMI. And I have something like this. Okay, so I have wireless HDMI things that I could plug one HDMI here, which is the transmitter, and I have a receiver. Okay, and I have the receiver, which you could use the transmitter and the receiver to broadcast HDMI wirelessly. So you could actually have a converter going into the transmitter and have the receiver going out to a monitor or a TV, and you could have this device going into that, and you could have wireless stuff going on to a bigger canvas, or you could utilize the projector, okay, to send out the all your content to a bigger display. So that is a good thing. And as you could tell, the image quality is really good. No issues with image quality. And yes, you can boost it up. Is that to a higher quality? Okay, you can go to a higher quality. They say 1080p or 1440p, and you go get a better quality. Even with the projector, you go get a better quality if you boost it up. So if you look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. But taking this out, let's go to plug up to the Shark 3. This also has video out. Okay, and but this does not have the projector on it, so it doesn't have the projector. So you do have video out, and you could do the same scenario, which you could watch a YouTube video or something like that. And when you watch a YouTube video, you can have it on a bigger canvas. And as you can see, the latency is very, very, very minimum. Okay, the latency is very minimum. Want y'all guys to see that. Okay, so this is very important for future tank devices, because I'm sure that the future tank devices will have video out. But yeah, with the beautiful display, which you could tell me, the display is absolutely beautiful on these newer devices right here. So the display is very beautiful. You got the power because you got that high-end dimensity processor in here, and you got all the RAM in the world. So you got all the RAM in the world. Now you got video out. If you get the Shark 3, which I believe is the Tank 4, you don't get the projector, but if you get the Tank 4 Pro, you do get the projector. So, but the Shark 3, this one will be a little cheaper than the Tank 4 Pro, because the Tank 4 Pro is a premium and it's very expensive. The last time I checked, it's very, very expensive. So just so you know. And the last thing I want to show you guys is refresh rate. Not all tank devices have high refresh rates. So what I want to show you guys is refresh rates on all devices. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, and want y'all guys to understand the Tank 1 refresh rate should be at 60 Hertz, but it is dropping. Again, this is a very old device, been out for years and years and years, so it does drop down a little bit from 60 Hertz. The Tank 2, also a very old device. It's supposed to be a 60 Hertz panel, but sometimes it do drop. Then everything else is going to be 120 Hertz, 120 Hertz, 120 Hertz, all the way up here. Okay, and I'm shocked that this is going to be the Tank 4 Pro, and this is the first time I run a refresh rate tester on it. But let's go to the display and make sure that we are at 100 at the full refresh rate. So it's saying 120 Hertz. And this is something that I didn't catch on my initial review, but yeah, see, we looking like we're not going past 60 Hertz here. Okay, so y'all guys get to see that the Tank 4 Pro is not going past 60 Hertz, even though I set the refresh rate at 120 Hertz. But let's go to 90 Hertz and let's see if it's going to fix that. Okay, Even at 90 hertz, and let's refresh the website, okay? Even at 90 hertz, it's supposed to be, there we go. Look like we're going up. All right, so we at 90 hertz here, okay? All right, look like that this was a glitch in the website, okay? Let's go back. Let's go to 120 hertz. I want to verify that we could get to 120 hertz on the Tank 4 Pro. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go, 120 hertz on that. And the Tank Pad is 120 hertz, and the Tank Mini is 60 hertz. It's 66, so it looks like it's going up a little past 60 hertz, which that's pretty interesting, right? It's at 66 hertz. That's pretty interesting, okay? All right, so if you have any more comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. This is Eric the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about these rugged devices, refresh rates, and everything else in between, in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.